I think Supa support is very strong, and Bauxite's always shown that, as well as some other players that are of note, but having a little less predictability goes a long way to your longevity. Alright, so first round. Looks like we've got the fat. We are starting off fat. We got triple support, double assault. And then we've got, looks like, what is that? Too late. I'm too slow. There's at least one recon player. That's all I know. Probably 2-2-1. Looks like Pist and Bolty are going to kind of see each other here. Pist getting 2v1 here, but wisely backs away. Looks like very static play from both sides. Both sides not wanting to push in too hard. MXicans do have control of parking here, which is big. Holsemy pushing up. Not aware that, like, missed an opportunity to probably shoot both Scrub and Bolty there. Nade out. Does not hit. Looks like Never is thinking about going down dark. Pist covering that. Some very high new area presence. Looks like Infrequents peeking below. Eventually we'll run into Lizard if they keep going. But Bolty does catch out Hosemi there. She never saw him behind the trick cars. Unfortunate. So now this is on the back foot. They're already defensive, but now they have to be even more defensive as Nebra gets a cheeky kill. Oh god, they're just rolling over him now. There's just like, they lose one player. Pist gets one. Oh my god, they're bringing it back to Box alone, Pist alone. They're getting these 1v1s. Bauxite does lose to Lizard though. Lizard at 92, picking up the ghost. It's all on Pist here to win 1v3. He is fighting Nevra, but is not able to clutch it out. For a moment there, I thought this was going to fight back 5v2, but they fought hard. I think that's showing, though, that maybe the defensive setup from Dis isn't working out. I think they need to go for some sort of push, some sort of flank, some sort of play that's not just holding an angle. Because I think MXicans are showing that they are very competent in picking that apart one by one. Which is just what happened there. They lost one 1v1, they lost another, well, okay, 2v1s. Regardless, they're showing that they know how to bring numbers or the right angle to these engagements. Never pushing forward as recon here. Nobody's here. Pist taking the like, longest angle known to man and Infrequent covering up, so they got a nice cross right here should anyone peek in. So it looks like this is doubling down. They're saying, nope, camping's the way to go. We've got Hosemi calling on the ghost. Looks like they're getting some shots into Calorie Mate here through new area, so a little risky to go in there. I don't know if I agree with that, Bauxite, but you know better than I do about being support. Yeah, Waha's just being a menace in that glass. So once again, I have the shield, which is Dis, versus the spear, which is MXicans. Right now, MXicans, like, okay, I'm saying spear, but they're just camping. Like, MXicans is just like containing Dis, and Dis is trying to poke out and get picks, which it's not working out. So really, they need to exercise some of that patience that Nico was talking about in that earlier match. Oh, Infrequent gets a kill. They 2v1 that one. Can they get the next? Looks like they fell back. If they had one person in Calorie Mate there, they could have flanked Scrub, but it's probably too hard to call that in the moment, especially when there's just so much happening on the map. They're looking for these picks though. Waha is alone. Infrequent can. Ooh, Boxa gets a kill elsewhere on the map. So now it's Dis who are on the hunt and MXicans who are on the back foot. They want Waha. They really want Waha. You guys get Shazam, but Infrequent trades him, so your life was worth it, Bauxite. Now it's just Lizard, who's got picked off. They have a straight avenue towards the ghost, but Redemptor's here. He sets it up. One down. Does get winged. 56 is still winnable. Does catch Infrequent off guard. Alright, it's still a 2v1. Can you parry this into a ghost cap or a kill? Never's making it not easy for you, though. That's for damn sure. I was gonna say, Pissed, if you don't kill him here, then I'm gonna scream, but Dis bring it back. It's 1-1. You were worried it was gonna be a sweep? No. Dis says no. We're in it to win it. This is gonna be a long match. I can't wait. All right, let's see if MXicans are switching things up as a result of that. Nope. Well, a little bit less fat. So 3 assault, 1 sport, 1 recon, and then on Dis, are we still fat? We still fat, boys? Yeah, we still fat. Love it. Picking up the ghost here, never as quickly into Calorie, but again, Dis is just like, we are defense. You come to us. We also have the Ghost, so you extra have to come to us. This can be a strong play, but it's not one that will inherently win you rounds unless the other team is willing to play ball. If they are patient as well, they never push forward, the round will time out. So it's really going to be here, what's going to happen first? Who's going to blink? Is Bolty going to take this open lane down here? It's like Waha's fighting Boxside, but Boxside gets the better angle. Ooh, does run away from Nevra. Where's that jetpack? Please, Boxside, do not step on that. Nevra's in. Oh, Infrequent getting a sick nade somewhere, so it looks like it's paying off. The waiting for MXicans to come in and Hosmi's moving the Ghost. Boxide's on a roll. 6 HP, does get taken out by Nevra, but he's opening up the map for his team a lot. Infrequent's in their spawn, so they need to kill him right now or they will cap. They get Nevra, and Scrub can't get there in time, so this, I think they've shaken off the nerves. They've identified a way to at least beat MXicans' current playstyle on this map. Wait for them. They'll expose themselves. Get a cheeky nade. Get a cheeky peek after they think you're just sitting there. AKA box, hold, mouse 1, and W. And all of a sudden, you're up 2 players. So what's MXicans going to do? You got a couple options. Ramp up the tempo. Just try and crack open that defense and rip it open, or patience. You either stop being aggressive, you just wait for them to go for you, and hey, we're willing to time it out. Right now, we're definitely not on the aggro train. We're definitely on the, hey, we're going to keep doing the same thing train. So it's still only 2v1, so it's still anyone's game. Very defensive on both sides. Disc getting that early Ghost again. They're pre-firing the angles where the Ghost caller's calling them out, but they're wisely not holding the hard angle. Boxsite, you absolute Chad. 2 rounds in a row you've gotten this like very important first pick, but Scrub's waiting for him. So your reign has ended. Now it's just 4v4. What's going to happen from here? Ooh, never wins the 1v1 versus Pissed. So now, especially with the Ghost, you should drop that Hosami. Now they've got 4 guns versus your 2. Unless you get a kill very quickly, that Ghost is going to become more of a liability than an asset. But MXicans is still quite static. Infrequent still holding up that angle. If you bait somebody in with the Ghost, it's good, but Shazam's eating damage now. This is showing that you're not able to hold parts on the map because you're just having someone ghosting. In some ways, when you're holding the Ghost, it's actually a detriment because... Ooh, Infrequent, nice kill. Because the enemy knows where you are. And they say, hey, if you're sitting here, then that means you feel safe there. So your teammates have to be somewhere else. Oh, Infrequent did reposition, so never gets the return. And he does leave before Shazam shoots him. Oh, no, he re-peeks. He's like, no, I'm in. Let's go. Not the smartest ball. But he did set up a flank. Yep. Scrub's at 12. Hosami's got a pistol. First one. Can she get the second? No. Weapon disadvantage and health playing in Waha's favor there. So well played by MXicans. Also well played by Dis. Very close round. So, MXicans, even though they did the basically tried and true same old thing they've been doing every round, showing that, hey, we can still win those rounds. We are totally okay with that. I swear, Waha. The more he wants to win, the more he talks at all chat, this man. Alright, so what's Dis's plan here? We do got some weapon swaps. I do like that. I do like the early Ghost pickup. Oh no, the bad miscommunication. That is not what you want to be doing when it's 2-on-2 right now. Now Dis is gonna feel emboldened. What do you do when the Dis has the Ghost already and they're Box and Chad, can you win? It's 2v1 and you can't jump. Oh, he gets him. God. How are you still? Oh my God, this man. Get him a medal. Box, you're an absolute legend. Frequent found somebody at some point. Hosami still calling out with the Ghost saying, hey, they're just camping the spawn. So as this here, you need to set up flanks. Take your time. God, Boxside, you absolute Chad. You're winning this match for your team. I want you to know that. You got to set up these flanks. You got to come from 2 sides. Take your time. 2v1 both of these players. You know where they are. You know what they're going to do. And they can't push out. Yeah, so that's what they're doing. Very smart. Boxside's not here yet, but... closing in. Perfect team play from DYS this round. Clean five players alive. That's what you want to see. I already know that. So Bauxite's amazing, and he made a version of this map that supports don't have to like crouch to get in on this, and he also fixed the paint can. We just haven't agreed whether or not to update the map. So you can tell that maybe there's a little frustration there where he realized he had to jump to get inside New Shop there, but he's still like cleaned up 3 players, like one of those with that big iron. So oh my god, you love to see it. All right, looks like MXicans are opting for maybe a little more aggression right now. Scrub swapping to that trademark recon play. The drop on Hosami with the weapon difference at bat, get immediately traded. So I take it back. But still, 4v4. Lizard, pretty aggressive push here as support. Now I know he's slow, but this is actually quite far up for support to be this early in the round. He stops moving, but I would love if he just kept going. Shazam does call him out though, so maybe his momentum will be stopped, unfortunately. I would have liked to see him actually flank a support. That would have been huge. Waha, very stable, very classic paper stack spot. You can cover basically like the whole parking and calorie mate from this. Very smart weapon swap from them as well. Swapping the low health player for an MX. Or sorry, the low health player gives away the MX for the high health player. Always a trademark of a good team. Nobody's picked up the ghost. Nobody's even thinking about calorie mate. So, Bauxite, I know you. I know you don't like sitting still. Are you going to push forward and you get a couple more monster kills for your team? Or is Nevra going to creep forward and find this man? No. And Frequent says, you fell into my trap. So now MXicans are on the back foot, and a couple of their players are pretty hurt. I know Waha is full, but the other 2 players are about half or a third, respectively. 30 seconds left. This, you need to make a move. Need that ghost. At least within the next 20 seconds. I do like that Bauxite's clearing before he picks it up. Wise. Now Waha's nade's gonna be wasted. Still, 10. Oh! Get the peaks! Classic Waha jump. Nobody else jumps when getting shot like that, like him, but he did waste all of his bullets doing that. Bauxite picking up the ghost. He can't call with it. He doesn't have a mic. And Frequent picking up the players trying to kill him. Now it's just all on Bolty. Bolty versus Infrequent. They pass like ships in the night. Infrequent gets the kill. The Mad was only at, or Bolty was only at like 30 HP, so does get the drop, but MX don't care. Alright, we've got a genuine match on our hands, folks. It's 4v2. It was looking dicey at the start of Olio, but DYS has found their footing. They've found what works. They said aggression is no longer our game. It's slow and methodical play, and it's working. I think MXicans are getting a little bit frustrated with that, honestly. We saw Scrub go recon last round, and it almost paid off, but wasn't quite able to get the kill. Nevra is now pushing forward. Does get that kill on Infrequent, so I'd say big payoff for them this round, being aggressive. They do get that strong anchor player. Can they translate this into more? All of this is grouped up all together, so it's all about coordinating and getting this final push on the zone, on the cap. Literally, there's 3 players holding hands, and then Shazam, who's pushed up a little bit, keeping Waha in check. Make no mistake, this is a very hard place to push on this map. You have very limited angles, and you know that there's multiple players there. So as Shazam just showed, like if you're just going to peek one player, it's not going to work. Cheeky fire back and forth here, Scrub and Pissed. I would have liked to see Nevra like distract for somebody, or somebody distract for Nevra when Waha died there, but a little lack of coordination I feel like on MXicans this round. They're not sure what to do when this is just camped up like this. Like, cause they looks like they want to push, but right now this is the one advancing the ghost, and Lizard's the only one between them and a cap. So maybe this will work, incentivizing DYS to leave that very stable, very safe spot, but right now it's not, because they're just feeding one by one. The ghost caller's calling them out, and they don't have anyone to back them up. They do have to worry about these players behind them. They call them, Bolty gets 2. Nevra's with them too. Ghost Lizard. Oh, now the flankers get flanked. Or, no, the flankers did flank. So now Pissed has to cover the ghost all by himself. So now that it's on the other foot. How does Pissed cover the cap zone while there's 3 players coming in. Oh, good nade! Does get one, but it's not able to translate. Almost got a double with that nade, honestly. Like, it was a little closer than it seemed like. I have to say, I don't know if that was intentional by MXicans, but incentivizing this that, hey, new area is free. You can push forward, so that they pushed forward and got themselves into an area that's much more flankable. You've got multiple sidelines in here that you have to worry about, whereas if you're just watching this, there's one. If you're just watching this, there's really basically just one. So it worked out well for them there. They kind of baited them out of position. Bolty's got a nade out, but nobody there. Waha did push forward and Shazam punishes it. Looks like the defense mode is still active. Ooh, nice kill from Calorie there. Never not realizing that he could be seen. Bolty's in a great spot. He can get a double kill here if he peeks. Oh, Boxsight's out of position, but he's gonna get host me. And then Boxsight was stuck in a rock and a hard place. He couldn't go back, could only go forward, and there's 2 players waiting for him. Bolty and Infrequent. I feel like they both know each other's here, yes. But, alright, well played for both. They're just kind of dancing around each other right here. Shazam gets a kill elsewhere on the map. Now it's a 2v3. Lizard's kind of stuck in Calorie Mate, but he does have Bolty near him. Is pissed wisely not to him. Shazam does flank, but he's gonna get... Oh, the paper stacks save his life. Oh, Bolty eating some damage. 2v1. Oh, Shazam still gets that kill. So now it's still a 2v1 against Lizard, who's about to get dunked on. 5v3. So now, as the rounds get longer and longer, the patience strat becomes less and less viable of an alternative way to play for MXicans. The patience strat is when you literally just camp like this is doing and are content to let the round time out. You will never move forward. You will never advance unless you get up on players. When you are down on rounds, eventually you do that every round, you'll lose. So they still are able to do that for a couple rounds here, but if they continue to hemorrhage rounds, they will have to be aggressive. Failed nade here. Infrequent, but nobody's there. Never is pushed up to paper stacks. Does dead pack out. He's just too hesitant to push through here because he know he can get shot from double angles there. Boxsight is a Chad pushing forward with friends. Gets a double. Now this is on the hunt again. Gets never before he's able to reposition. Boxsight's in his element. No more super for this man. MX only. Does catch out some damage on Scrub. Does catch out Bolty, but Bolty does clean him up. But he's only got 3 HP left. So it's going to be a hard hold for them because they are already through. Shazam's got his back turned to the enemy, though. They do get that. He wants the Ghost Killer. Osby, run. Run, Osby, run. Oh, Bolty really wants this. Unfortunately... Oh, the damage penetration is not there. So, are they going to be able to capitalize on Scrub while Bolty's gone? They are. So now they just have a 3 HP player between them and the Ghost. Or the Cap. And that's... Oh, he does get the pre-fire. Can he get the second? The other player is flanking. Oh, just Kyla. Kyla. Oh. Kyla? No. Not like this. This is actually winnable for Bolty now. Yes! Pre-fires every single player and wins the round for his team. Oh my god, what a clutch. Definitely dropped the ball from Dystopia there. I think they maybe were a little too hot to trot. If they had spent a little bit more time just trying to slowly plan out how to defeat Madge there, they would have had a better chance. But my goodness. Catches out the first player with a predictable pre-fire. The Ghost Carrier tried to run away as a slow support instead of just trying to Kyla them. And then the last player also predictably pushed where they expected. So really well played by them. Clawing the match maybe back to a winnable position for MXicans. So smokes everywhere. I heard like 4 pop. Never's in a great position, but can he get an angle? Does get some damage. Waha gets the kill though on Hostme here. Very aggressive push-up from them in the center of parking. You don't see this too often, especially as support, but I like it. Well, I would have liked it, but Shazam was ready for it. It's not too often you see a support just like straight up going in It's Bauxite's the one who does it, and Waha is showing too that he's not afraid to do it. Looks like Bolty's just playing infrequent, holding an angle. We're back to static city over here. Do you have Ghost Lizard holding the ghost? Maybe trying to do a bonk and just bait the enemy in with it while you call them as they push. This is a great spot to do it. Yep, see, that's what he's trying to do for Never Here, but it doesn't quite work out. Because if they try to push through parking at all, you can definitely call them out. Though, I will say he is very nadeable. You bounce a nade off here, he's dead. Scrub now going back to where Waha was. Is he going to die the same way? No. Oh, oh. He already knows he's there still. Shazam, if you peek out too far, you're going to die, my dude. God, you could just cut the tension with a knife. Both teams are just absolutely respecting each other, like, to the max. Finally, the tension breaks. Bolty gets a kill. They know Shazam's here. He's kind of stuck. He's got Lizard to worry about and Neotokyo Scrub. But he's, like, baiting him really well. Just can peek to save him. No. Instead, Piss peeks while Lizard's waiting for him. So now it's a 1v4. Oh, no. Not like this. Oh, Infrequent's at a good spot, though. The HP doesn't even get a hit. Kills two support players. That's huge. They want to... Oh, picking back up there. These players are low on MXicans. They need to be careful. Oh, Infrequent was not expecting Bolty to be there. He was very low health, too, so... 5-5 now. Anyone's game. Are we gonna get a game 3? Or has MXicans cracked the code? We got... Okay. We want even more fat. Okay. I heard that you like the fat players, but two fat wasn't enough. We want 3 fat. 3 triple support up here for Dis. You love to see it. If you're ever gonna see it, it's gonna be on this map or Tetsu. Meanwhile, you've got aggressive plays from MXicans already. They are up and ready, and they're like, please, for the love of God, peek us. But this says no. This says, hey, you push up. Ooh. Not quite. Waha pushed up all the way through parking. Does kill Hosumi here. Now this is going to be feeling the pressure because they have to cover yet one more angle with one less player. Two disc players together, otherwise infrequent. Oh, nice nade from Pissed Off. Wonder where that landed. Oh, that's a great nade. Oh yeah, they must have been moving the ghost. I didn't even notice that. Infrequent gets a kill, so it looks like MXicans were feeling too eager with that early pick. They didn't coordinate well. Waha's still here. This is a very strong spot, especially if you don't know he's here. Bauxite gets the trade. Still 3v2. Waha is in the spot. Oh. Do they know he's here? He's actually... Oh, he doesn't... He can cover that ghost, but he needs to move like... Oh, he's going to get called out. This is going to be dicey for him. Bauxite's got the angle. Get some damage. He's stuck now. This is... You do not want to be here as long. You'll be anywhere else. Oh, the Kyla comes out. I like what he tried for. He was in a great position where if somebody just came out from Calorie Mate or parking or from the basement, he would have just blasted them. But unfortunately, they were all on the other side of the map. So I liked his positioning, just didn't work out for him there. So 6-5. Triple support definitely paying off for Dis here. Do you drop a recon on MXicans? You do. Yeah, now they are also triple support. Oh my lord, you love to see it. Fat gaming at its best. We do have the pre-nade here, but again, Dis is just not interested in holding any highly contested angle. They are holding as far back as they can pretty much everywhere. They'll hold these like angles here, but it should be noted that with this many support players on the map, there's fire happening everywhere. There's just smoke everywhere. I have no idea what's happening. With this many support players on the map, smokes are kind of a double-edged sword. You can never trust that they can't see through them. You can almost expect that they can. So in some instances, it might actually hamper you. Never is moving up as support, but again, Dis is not interested in holding this like tightly contested angle in a new alley. They're like, we can get 2v1 here too easily. We like the safety of our spawn. So MXicans are definitely the ones who are showing to be a little bit more antsy, but nobody's making a strong move. Right now, Bauxite's on the hunt. He's been the playmaker for his team on this map, and him and Never might just pass like ships in the night. If Never notices him, this is a free kill. He does. But you gotta penetrate that Never or he's gonna survive. Oh, Bauxite gets out, but 2 of his teammates die in the back. Nope, Bauxite gets covered. Now, immediately, everything happens all over the map at the same time. Now, Hosami's left alone. As the last one alive, you gotta push and get kills right now. You gotta do it before they have time to group up. Well, she's just opting to die. Oh my god! I was gonna say, if Scrub doesn't kill her, and you let her kill the ghost carrier, I would be livid. But it was a well played attempt. That was her only shot at doing anything that round. She had to push and had to get kills right then. If she takes any longer, they'll just walk around her position, shoot her from 3 different angles. So 6-6. 3 rounds left. 13, 14, 15. Are we gonna see a sudden death on map 2? Now, I'm not biased, but I want to see a map 3. Come on, Dis Bros, you can do this. I wanna see Yoko Alley. I wanna see the sweat. Waha's pushed up here. Does throw a good grenade, but oh, so lucky. Bauxite's super lucky that was there. He still eats a lot of damage, but if that forklift wasn't there, he was dead. So we're once again, this is the tension city. Both teams are respecting each other. Oh my goodness, wow. But Hosami catching up Bolty and parking. They want this trade. Bolty or Scrub's going in. He's gonna get it. Ironically, if she was still holding the same angle she killed Bolty in, she would have just blasted Scrub. But maybe predicting that she'd be falling back. Shazam and Scrub like looking at each other like they know each other's there, but can't see each other because they're not tall enough to see over the van. It's very, very tight match here. Both sides are really hesitant. Oh, Piss gets some good damage on Scrub, but Scrub gets the better spray pattern. Shazam's caught out on the open here in parking. Eating some damage, frequent firing back. Now they're pushing through new area. Lizard gets one. Bauxite in a cheeky spot gets the first. Shazam does catch out Waha before he's getting around the corner. So now it's a 2v2 and they're moving the ghost. So if Dis pushes up quickly, they can take a 2v1. Or they can find the only player who's got a gun. But what's their HP looking like? Shazam's only wins. The frequent's full. I see what they're doing. If your opponent's still holding the ghost at this point, you don't have to push. You can play it safe. If they're willing to push into you while holding the ghost, like, let them. Like, they only got one gun. They make one mistake, they lose the round. I think wisely identifying that, nope, it's too scary to push 2v2. They're content to tie it out on both sides here, it looks like. Little secret for you that I guess I'll give it up. It's fine. It's not that secret. Whenever you have a situation like this, where you have a round where both sides are content to tie it out, send one player. Send one player to go 2v1. You know, if they lose, it's fine. You know, you don't lose the round. You've still got the ghost. If they manage to win, they manage to win that 1v1 or even a 1v2, then all of a sudden you've won a round that was going to tie out. So I would have liked to see that from them, either side there. Send a player out, say, hey, there's not enough time left even with the ghost. If we manage to pull off the impossible, we win. But Bolty got a really strong setup on Hosami here, but the angle's not going to be enough to kill her. Good nade, but not quite deep enough. Hosami is at half health, though, which is very important. Oh, even lower now. She really needs to pull back and let somebody else take up this position. If she starts trading fire, she's not going to end well for her. Some people say that they hate campy gameplay, but I love it in NT at times like this where both teams are just... Oh god, Bauxite! Oh god, I swear to god, he catches even me off surprise sometimes. Just peaks when like the whole team's playing static. It's really catching MXicans off guard in a lot of these rounds. Infrequent... Waha is there, but doesn't quite pull forward. I think if he had, Waha would have just absolutely blasted him. Yep. Frequent says, oh, he's there. Scrub, firing some shots back and forth here. All right, what's gonna happen in this round? Waha, oh my god, he's caught between two players. That was not the play, Wahaha. I love aggression, but not that time. Oh my god. So Dis is a player up, but MXicans have control of the Ghost. Looks like Bolty's trying to hunt for a trade here, but the Dis players had pulled back already, saying, no, we're not pushing forward where you know we're going to push. Lizard did not pick up the Ghost. So Dis doesn't know where they are right now. They could be a lot of spots on the map. That's firing back and forth on Dark here. 20 seconds left. This is your round. If you want to win this map, you need to push right now. But you're not. You're scared. I get it. They're scary, but there's 3 of them, there's 4 of you, and there's 10 seconds, and they have the Ghost. You're really going to be kicking yourself in the foot if you lose the next round. Alright, Bolty, like it's a kill, but it doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. Everyone's got the points they need this match. So, well played there by both sides, but I will give the edge to MXicans. I think that if this shows that they're that unwilling to make any sort of aggressive play, then it's going to be much harder for you to win. If you can't try and push the envelope when you're 4v3 at nearly match point, then what are you going to do when you're down? So it's going to be, this is the round. It's going to go sudden death if somebody does not win. First time that this decided to do this, but the nade's out a little bit slow. Waha is already in here. Nade, the smoke won't hit, but he might get pushed out. Osby does not get any damage on Waha. He gets out just in time. We looks like we have a foothold in parking already for Bolty. So looks like MXicans, they have the presence already. They literally just need to somehow push into the enemy spawn or basement. Or New Alley. You make a win in any of these zones, you're going to start cracking up the defense. Waha! Ooh. Great nade does get hosted. This is the downside of camping that hard. But Piston pushed through the basement. They didn't have anyone covering it. Now it's a 4v4. And the Ghost is a close cap. Neither side's recognizing this right now, but the only person defending it's Waha. Oh, Waha gets Shazam. If Waha had died there, they would have gotten capped on. Now, yes, pick up the Ghost. Good call. You're a player up. I think MXicans are going to do what Dis wasn't willing to do last round and actually go for it. They're saying, we're a player up. We got the Ghost. We know where you are. We can win. So it's going to be on Dis here to parry that. They pushed, if MXicans push too hard, they can feed kills. That's 100% for sure. But this is giving them all the time in the world to set up flanks here. Yep, and Boxite gets cut out. And Frequent does too, so it's Boxite, you're the only one. And that's it. Heartbreaking. But well played. I think MXicans showing there why just playing defensive will ultimately not win you the map.